Would you torture an animal, steal something from your friend's house, or abuse a child? Hey, I'm Dr. Lana Denny, Bulletproof Babes, self defense based on behavioral sciences. If you answered yes to any of those questions, stop watching. This video is not for you. But if just hearing those things made you uncomfortable, that right there is what makes you vulnerable. Because doing something cruel, manipulative, or evil is not in your frame of reference, which means when you meet other people, the thought that they're capable of doing those things never enters your mind. Now, intellectually, you know that those kind of people exist, right? We see it every night on the news, but it's never in your mind when you're meeting someone face to face who looks normal, or they may even seem very similar to you. Because when you're a kind, honest person, you assume other people operate the same way. And that's a blind spot. And that's exactly what manipulative or dangerous people rely on. And in this video, I'll show you how to develop a friend filter so you don't let the wrong people into your life, whether it's friendships, dating, or even professional relationships. Let me share a real life story. I had a friend, Amy, who I went to grad school with, and we just ran into each other. And she told me this story that she had gotten in the habit of going for a coffee every day at lunchtime, leaving work and going to this coffee shop that was a couple blocks away. And she kept running into this woman who was there. And they would have small talk because they were, seeing each other regularly. This was just friendship, nothing romantic. And so over the course of 3 months and seeing her every day, their friendship started to grow and longer conversations until my friend Amy mentions one day that she's going to go to Hawaii for 6 days. And this coffee shop lady, having known her a little bit by now, says, "Oh, who's going to watch your dog?" And Amy said, "Well, I'll ask one of my friends or I'll hire a pet sitter." And the one said, "No, don't worry about it. I'll pet sit for you." And so Amy turns over her keys and goes on to Hawaii. And this woman, just think about somebody being in your house unabated for 6 days, goes on to steal every bit of information that made Amy Amy, like her social security number, her credit card numbers, her bank account numbers, the number off her medical insurance card. And when Amy came back from vacation, she gives her the keys, and Amy thinking everything's fine. And then a few months later, all these bills start rolling in from this woman who had assumed her identity. And it took Amy thousands of dollars and an entire year to get her life back on track and get her identity back. Aside from SA or murder, I think this is one of the worst crimes you can possibly go through. So let's work on building your friend filter. And this isn't about becoming paranoid, it's about becoming selective. So you're going to customize this based on what matters to you, but here's a head start and a few non negotiables. First of all, number one, watch how they treat other people who are of no benefit to them, like wait staff or an Uber driver or strangers. Are they rude and dismissive or condescending? That tells you a lot about their character. That's a clue. That's a preview of what you're really getting, not them just having a bad day. This is who they really are. Number two, how do they treat animals? A hallmark of psychopaths and sociopaths is torturing animals. Does your dog dislike them? Animals can sense things that we cannot. So the animals don't get charmed. They read energy. Number three, are they moving too fast in the relationship? Like the Amy story. I mean, I would never let somebody into my house that, I've only known for 3 months, and that coffee shop lady is already suggesting, "Hey, let me into your house," right? This is something that narcissists also do, uh, particularly in romantic relationships. They love bomb somebody early into the relationship. They create intensity early, so you skip the part where you would normally evaluate them over time. And then usually around the 2 to 3 month mark, the mask slips and you catch a glimpse of their real character. And by then it's too late. You're already emotionally invested. So those are three non-negotiable things. But here are some things I look at personally. I look at, is this person happy in their life? How do they talk about their significant other if that person is not with us? Or how do they interact with their significant other when we're all together? Are they kind and considerate, or do they put them down? How are they about reciprocating the cost of things? Like if I buy the first round of drinks, do they offer to pick up the second round? Those are some examples. And look, I don't expect people to be perfect. They can have some of these flaws and still be my friend. I can accept people for where they're at if they have other redeeming qualities. But I look at my friendships like concentric rings. You know, like if you cut a tree trunk and you see those rings, and in the very middle is my spouse, who is my best friend. Then the next ring is my three closest friends. Then the next ring is, good friends I see a lot, and so on. And when I see some things in friends that stick in my friend filter, like they talk badly about their spouse or they don't reciprocate on an equal level, they can still be my friend, but they're going to stay in those outer rings, right? I'm not going to let them be close to me. So here's the truth. You don't actually know someone until you've seen them over time in a variety of situations and under pressure or mad, for example. So don't fast track people into your life. Observe them first over time, then allow access incrementally, because the people you let in, they'll either elevate your life or they'll quietly dismantle it. Hey, we have some exciting new things coming up with Bulletproof Babes. If you like my videos, we're starting some premium memberships that's rolling out really soon. Keep your eyes open for that. I always under promise and over deliver. So, and it's super affordable, super inexpensive, as a matter of fact, um, because I'd like to give some of you a little bit more individual attention. So, hope that helps, and I'll see you soon.